Revenge films.
Back when I was in 5th grade and when my family moved to another city, I also moved schools. The teacher was nice, I had friends in class, and I was having a pretty fun school life. I had an older sister and brother who had a big age gap with me, and probably because of the age gap, they adored and spoiled me. But as an elementary schooler, I still had problems. The problem was Basti. Basti was one of my classmates, but he was one of the problematic guys who was like the gang leader of the boys in class. Apparently, I was his target, and he kept on annoying me. He usually teased me about my mom, so I was especially irritated. "Hey, Tom, your mom is actually a grandma, right? I heard she's already 48. My mom gave birth to me young, so she's still 32. Actually, my mom gave birth to me in her late 30s, so it was a late life pregnancy. But since he got to know about it, he's been teasing me. He laughed at me saying my mom was actually my grandma. It looked like he was proud of his mom giving birth to him at an early age. And not only just me, but he asked our classmates about our mom's age and bragged about it all the time. Among my classmates, my mom was the oldest, so I bet it was hilarious for Basti. So I would fight back when he teased me, saying, "Don't badmouth my mom," and defend her. But no matter how mad you get, there's no way she's gonna get younger, you stupid. He bullied me so much, but I loved everyone in my family, and I've never felt embarrassed about my mom who loved me and adored me every day. But knowing she might be hurt if I tell her, I couldn't bring myself to tell them that I was being picked on. One day at school, the teacher gave out handouts about our open school events where our parents were invited. When Basti saw that, his eyes lit up as if he found a good chance to pick on me again. And he approached me as he smirked. "Hey, your mom is coming to the open school too, right?" he said. I really wanted my mom to come, of course, but I knew that Basti would say mean things to my mom if she comes. I didn't want that, so I couldn't say anything back to Basti. After that, I went home with the handout crumpled inside my school bag, but I never gave it to my mom. The day of the open school approached more and more, and every morning when I went to school, "I'm so excited for the open school. I want to see your mom so bad." Basti laughed at me. But I didn't give my mom the handout, so she wouldn't be coming. If she didn't come to the open school, I knew he would still tease me about it, but I thought that was still better than my mom feeling hurt. On the day, Basti looked excited from the morning. "Hey, when is your grandma coming?" "Oh, my mom, who's way younger than your grandma, is coming too, so I'll introduce her to you," he said to me, but I kept on ignoring him. Our class started, and after taking our usual lesson for a while, the class suddenly started bustling.
Huh? Whose mom is that? Oh, she's so pretty.
She's even with a beautiful sister and handsome brother. When I turned back to see who they were talking about, I saw my mom, brother, and sister. When I made eye contact with my mom, she waved lightly as if to encourage me. I was panicking because I had no idea why my mom was here. Now that she waved at me, everyone found out that she was my mom, and from all directions in the classroom, I heard my classmates say that my mom was pretty and beautiful. After that, the teacher told the class to quiet down, and we were back to normal, focusing on our class material. During break, with mixed feelings of embarrassment and happiness, I went to where my mom and siblings were. First of all, I haven't told my mom about the open school, so I was wondering how she found out about it. But then it turned out my sister found the handout, which I put in the bin to make sure Mom didn't see it while she was cleaning my room. I was never embarrassed about my mom, but that didn't change the fact that I hid it from her in the end. So when I looked down feeling guilty,
I saw you studying hard. Good job.
I was happy to see my mom smile. Then Basti, with a surprised expression, approached me. You brought someone fake. I know she's not your real mom, he said to me. So I firmly replied saying she was my mom. Then my mom nodded in agreement and Basti's face went bright red. He complained, saying there's no way she looked so beautiful, and she's supposed to be more than 10 years older than my mom. He was yelling all this nonsense, but it's no wonder that Basti felt that way. Actually, my mom owned a boutique, so all the clothes she owned are pretty, and although she's 48, she looks very young. My brother and sister, who also came along for some reason, were twins, and they worked as models for my mom's boutique. Although I don't know much about fashion, I knew that they were always fashionable and had great taste. I saw a woman standing next to Basti who was biting her lips in anger, but she was in worn-out training gear, and she seemed like she had no makeup on with blonde dyed hair that was a mess. I had a guess. Are you Basti's mom? So when I asked him, Basti yelled, "No!" as he turned bright red from embarrassment. He ran out, so his mom also followed him with quick steps after glancing at my mom. This is what I heard later, but Basti's mom used to be part of a gang, and she did give birth to Basti early on in life, but because she didn't go to school properly, she couldn't get a stable job. So it turns out they were making a living on her husband's income with some money she got from her part-time job. It looks like she was proud of giving birth to him at a young age, so she's been telling Basti that story often. She dresses the same as she used to in the past, so she felt like she would look intimidating with blonde hair, so that's why she came to school looking that way. But she found my family there, and because she looked so different from my mom, it seemed like she ran away feeling embarrassed. Basti came back to the classroom at the end of the day, but he never even dared to come near me. On the other hand, girls approached me saying my brother was handsome and my mom was cool with great taste in fashion, so I was really happy. After I went home that day, I honestly told my siblings and mom about why I threw the handout in the bin, saying I was afraid that my mom might feel hurt. Then my mom firmly said that there was no way she'd feel hurt. When she was younger, she was busy with taking care of her kids after giving birth to the twins, while she worked hard to make her business bigger at the same time. But once things calmed down, she wanted to raise another child and spent more time on childcare. So she asked my dad, and she gave birth to me. But my mom thanked me for trying to protect her. Since then, even those in class who worshipped Basti started distancing themselves from him, and he quickly got isolated in class. For elementary schoolers, it sounded cool to have a gang member as your mom, so some of the boys admired him, but he completely messed up on open school day, so the boys no longer looked at him in admiration. Now, I'm all grown up, and I live a happy life with my energetic family, including my wonderful wife and kids. I still remember what happened that day because it felt so refreshing for me. I hope my kids can be proud of me like I felt towards my family when they start elementary school soon.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.